Good morning, everyone. My name is Steve Spencer, and I'm here today to talk a little bit about Mike and Megan. Oh, sorry. All right, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I got 5-6 hours.
Be the best man.
I haven't actually been told that, but I've been told to prepare some type of speech. Wow. Inflation here is in China for the second time in over a week. It's interesting because we've been talking about China for the last few months, leading the global markets, and I know there's people frustrated right now on both sides because China's down 5% overnight, and there's people who want the market to pull back 5% so they could actually put some money to work because they're feeling really comfortable with the price action in the market right now. And then there's people who are short and think, the market's priced to perfection and we're 40% above where we should be, and the market won't even pull back 2 freaking percent. So there's a lot of people extremely frustrated right now, and we're still within 2 points of the high on the S&P, and people are waiting for something to happen. But until it does, even if it does and we come off down to this 118, 117 area, there's going to be people, if we get down there quickly enough, if we get down there in, say, the next couple of days, like real quick, there's going to be an opportunity to make a lot of money because people are waiting for a pullback into this area right here, so they can really put some money into the market. 118, probably down to the 117, which hopefully means that some people will try to press us to get there. The level that I'm looking at is 120.70 on the SPY right now. We touched it twice in the last couple of days. Actually went a little bit below it, but basically we're right there now in the pre-market. Overnight, markets are weak, gapping down. People will look. If we get below this level right here, then there might be an opportunity actually to make some money on the short side. If we bounce off there again, it's probably right back up to 120, 170, where we had some trouble a couple of days ago and then again yesterday. So that's really where we are. If we don't break to the downside and we take out these highs from a couple of days ago again, the likelihood of us blasting through the 123 is really high. There's a lot of news headlines that are starting to be negative now, and the longer it takes for the market to have some type of pullback, kind of people are going to throw up their hands on both sides and just start buying, and a few of us on the other side. I wanted to talk about this idea that China is really weak, so we're seeing the weakness in commodities. The main thing that fuels the commodities right now is the copper demand, and so FCX has been ripping and looking to make even higher prices. That's off a few points in the pre-market, but right back down to we're at a really nice level from yesterday. We have the pre-market support of 104.5. We get to see what does FCX do at that 104.5 level, and a really nice inflection point because you have 4 points of upside to yesterday's highs, or 3.5 points, and then you have where it bounced from on the gap down a couple of days ago, about 3.5 points of downside to there as well. So it looks like it's bouncing a little bit in the pre-market right now. It was very close about 20 minutes ago to that 104.50, and that should be a really good price point for today for that. SLV price point is this 26 level. Where it based the other day. It's gone through there twice. Any type of significant move below there, then we could be looking at 25.5, 25.40, something like that. All right, I want to talk a couple of retail names reported. JCPenney came on our radar back in the beginning of October with that large hedge fund investment, and it ripped into the low 30s. Pulled back a couple of weeks ago to the low 31 and was starting to creep its way back up. 30.50 is kind of the area that I want to keep an eye on today with the weakness. Can we go to the pre-market action? All right, so it's gapping down a little bit on the news. If it starts ticking down below the pre-market lows, I want to see if it can get down to that 30.50 level. Some pretty good volume into the close yesterday, into this in front of the earnings. Above 31.60, then I would look to see if it can work its way back up to this 32 level. The last few setups, the last few times we've played this, it's actually had gap ups in the morning, and after it's